Hello once again, everybody. We are at TriStar with Tim Buschur. Tim is the director here. Tim, tell us a little bit about what TriStar is. As I understand it, beginning as agricultural mechanics, it's grown to a whole lot more.
Correct. We started in 1983. I was at high school back then. It was three schools, Coar, Celina, St. Mary's. Started at the state-required career tech, and that time vocational. And over the years, we've been at all three of those schools. And then 2 years ago, we built a new facility here, 102,000 square foot new facility that the voters graciously voted in for us. And we have now like 15, 16 programs, and it's grown. We've grown a number of students. I think we've TriStar started with maybe 4 or 5 programs, and Ag was one of the first programs. And obviously, Ag's continue with us, and we've actually added the animal science, but also here with the Ag mechanics that we have now.
Well, that's because there's so many high schools. How many do feed into the program here?
9 high schools, and ironically, all the high schools have local ag programs. FFA, New Knoxville, and Celina started them this year, so all 9 of our schools have programs, some even junior high, and those kids will then feed into us the junior and senior year to do, I guess, more in-depth if it's agriculture mechanics or if it's animal science, a veterinarian, and they'll come to us. So it's a great partnership that every school in Ohio is required to have career tech, and ours is a compact. It works out great. Kids spend a half day with us and a half day at their home school.
Well, I was going to ask you, there's some challenges as far as getting income or at least money to operate. And as I understand it, sort of the perfect storm came along to make it all legal and able to do what you're doing today.
Correct. And as a compact, we were not really a school district. We're part of the Celina district now. And so what had to happen when the superintendents asked, could we build our own facility? We looked into it, and obviously it was illegal, but then thanks to the state legislator, and at that time the president of the state senate, Mr. Faber, got able to vote, and the state put in money, also the matching funds, and then our voters were tremendous. It was our economy was doing well. We were at 2.5% unemployment in All Glades and Mercer County, where our students come from. Companies wanted this, and people, so we passed it by 75%. What's the really cool part, we've had over $2 million that companies have supported us. Celina Group is one of them. They supported this with a donation, and everything from if it's a cash donation or if it's equipment, which is just as important. There's a lot of equipment in this building with our program, so yeah, it was the perfect storm, and we're just so excited. There's nothing like this in the state of Ohio, and the communities just how they rallied around this and have made it really a state-of-the-art facility that we've had people from other states come and look at this facility and get ideas.
Well, I imagine high school students that wouldn't have originally thought about going this way or that way in their future career get a lot of ideas just coming and taking a couple of classes and seeing what else is here.
Exactly, and a lot of the programs like animal science. It's not just veterinarian. There's so many other things, and I think when a student comes here, there's a foundation they get, and it's good for anything. Our med prep's the same way, so just opportunities for our students, and the number of students has increased. I mean, this is a great, gorgeous facility, and the kids, it almost feels like a college at times. It feels like an agricultural area. It feels like a high school a little bit. It's just a totally different atmosphere that we have now. Instead of being at 5 different locations, we're under one building, and kids see other kids from other schools now more than in the past. We never had a working relationship. Now, Ag can work with the medical kids, it can work with the cybersecurity kids, the welding kids. We never had that opportunity before because they were all in different buildings.
Well, in an ordinary school population, you have a lot of students that feel like they have to be there, but here the kids come because they want to be here.
Great point. And it's like kids are we're like a college. We have to recruit like a college does. And yeah, kids decide what they want to do. And if they don't like it, it's not really our fault. It's like English and science you have to take. Here, it's your decision. And 90% of our kids, they complete the program here. They about 100% graduation rate, which you got to give credit to the homeschools because the kids, we got hardworking kids and families around in the West Central Ohio. So the kids are successful. 90 to 95% come back in our 2, 3, 4 county area and work. So that's the thing. We got to create and train our own workers to stay here so we can continue to have companies come in and have a great economy in this part of the state.
Well, part of a young person, anybody, but especially a young person's ability comes from having self-esteem. And if they like what they're doing, it may be too soon to tell, but Have you noticed in the students wanting to do a better job in their high school?
That's a super point. Yeah, we've had, we'll talk to teachers and stuff from other schools. Such and such, when he or she just struggled here. Here, they do great because it's hands-on. A lot of it's hands-on, but also they're doing what they like. The part is that they might have this math at their home school in freshman, sophomore year. Right? Why need math? Well, here, you do need math. You just don't know you need it. And, once it makes sense, it's like, oh, now I know why I'm learning this. So I think our teachers do a great job, of showing that this is the different part of it. You need all of it. You need the math. You need the science. You need writing skills. Obviously, some more than others. But it's a great, it makes kids understand what they need it for, and it makes sense because, oh, now I do need to know algebra to work on the ag mechanics or in the animal science because I'm doing stuff, and I enjoy it now because there's a reason for it.
Well, how do you get the word out? How do the kids at the various high schools learn about this?
Well, in 8th grade, there's eighth grade tours. All the schools come here, and we have a day where they come in and tour at each of us program. In the sophomore year, they get to spend like a half a day. They get to see 2 or 3 different programs to see what they like. We have open house. Our first year here in the open house, I think we had, 1,200 people in like 2 hours. So, and with the new facility, it's easier to get to, and they come. So we have a lady in our office, Julie. She'll go out and recruit at the home schools, talk to them about it during their one of their sophomore classes. 8th grade, we let them know. We have video online. Social media is just so much different. So the word's out now with our new facility. The last 2 years has been pretty easy to recruit, just for the fact that everyone saw this nice new facility.
Is there a website?
Yes, we have the website. It's Google TriStarCareerCompact.com, www. Start with it. So social media, Facebook, we're on Twitter and all that stuff. I don't do that. Mr. Stetler, he's the brains behind that. So that's a huge step. And because some adults don't like the Twitter and Facebook, they'll do it on a website. We're kids. That's how we get to them. And it's pretty hard to miss this new facility. And the number of students that even come to look at us is a lot higher. A lot more students.
Tim, excellent story, exciting story, and I'm sure it's a pleasure for you to come to work every day.
Oh, this is so cool, and the community support, and and when we passed the levy too, our teachers did a whale of a job, even in our other facilities. We didn't know what we didn't have. Now it's like, how do we ever do it without this? But you still need great teachers, and you need support of the companies. Like I said, Celina Group is one of many companies that have supported us here with help, and that's what we need. But for them, they hire our students, so we want. That's the goal here, is get students to graduate, get a skill set, and make a good living.
We've been visiting with Tim Buschur, the director here at TriStar. Tim, thanks for being with us.
Hey, thank you for coming today.
And stay with us, back with more right after this.